Can we start now?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Do you want me to open my camera or no?
Uh, I want you open your camera.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay.
Okay, clear. Hello, my name is Muhammad Syahir ACM bin Muhammad Rashad. Thank you for joining me today, Lashini. To begin, could you share a little about yourself?
Thank you for having me. My name is Loshini and I come from Sri Lanka background. I grew up in a culture diverse environment where traditional respect and family values are highly emphasized. I enjoy learning about different cultures, especially because I now study and live in Malaysia.
Oh, okay, my first question, what are the main values in Sri Lanka culture that influence your communication style?
Sri Lanka culture values respect, humanity, and politeness. We are taught to speak respectfully to elders and to avoid direct confrontation. These values shape how I communicate, usually in a calm and considerate and direct way.
So interesting. Okay, I will be next question. How will you describe verbal communication among Sri Lanka?
Verbal communication is usually polite and gentle. We tend to avoid saying no directly and we prefer to more indirect approach to avoid hurting others' feelings. Tone and choice of word matters a lot, especially when speaking to older people and or people in authority.
Um, how about non-verbal communication?
Okay. Non-verbal communication is just as important. Like usually, Sri Lankans often show respect through body language, like avoiding overly intense eye contact with elders or standing up when elder enters the room. Gestures are generally modest and personal space is respected.
My next question, does family play a role in shaping your communication style?
Yes, very much. Family is central in Sri Lanka culture. From young, we learn to communicate with respect, listen carefully, and mindful of others' feelings. This habit naturally influence how I communicate with people outside my family too.
So, Sri Lanka and at a family is important, yeah.
Yes.
So, my next question, how do you feel about your cultural identity as a Sri Lanka?
I feel proud of my identity. Sri Lanka has a rich culture with warm hospitality, strong traditions, and diversity in language and religion. Even though I live in another country, I still hold on to the values and customs I grew up with.
Um, are there any sensitive topic that people should avoid when talking about your culture?
Yes, topics related to ethnic tension, political conflicts, and religion can be sensitive. And it's better to approach this discussion carefully or avoid them altogether if the other person is not comfortable.
My other question, have you ever experienced cultural misunderstanding?
Yes, especially when I interact with people from very direct communication cultures. Sometimes my indirect way of speaking can be misunderstood as unclear or shy. And sometimes I misunderstand direct communication as rude even though it's normal in their culture.
How do you adjust your communication when talking to people from other culture?
I try to be more open and clear with my opinions and points. I also observe how others speak so I can match their communication style better. I remind myself not to take direct comments personally and to ask questions if I'm unsure.
Okay, my last question to you, listening. What advice would you give to Malaysian students about intercultural communication?
Okay. In my point of view, be open minded and patient. Each culture has its own style of communication. Try to listen more, observe non-verbal cues, and avoid making quick assumptions. If you are not sure about something, ask politely. Respect goes a long way building good intercultural relationships.
Oh, that's all from me, listening. Thank you for complete my task assignment, culture communication. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.